Yep.
Alright, we are live. Here we go, folks. Welcome to the BC Amateur League again. Today we're going to look at Victoria's Secret Prime versus Corleone from the Platinum Division. With me here today, I have Yakcob and Dontknow. And me, I am Aerzy. So, got VSP starting on blue side and Corleone on red. Missed the whole lack of champ select, unfortunately. Sorry about that, folks. But as you can see, you know who's on there already.
I got introduced second, so I'm feeling pretty happy about myself right about now.
Right.
So just loaded in now. Starting off on the old Summoner's Rift. Kind of disappointed about that, but you know, keeping it classic while we can. Got for teams. I missed the starting.
So yeah, on Victoria's Secret we got look here. Is that gonna be Triss top?
We're rocking Rumble Top versus the Maokai for Corleone Family. And the jungle matchup, we're looking at Kha'Zix versus Xin Zhao. Kind of surprised on that one with Waffle Waffle having a heavy Evelyn main. Not sure it was banned out. We just saw the last second of that. That might have been the case. That would definitely be a targeted ban to take consideration. Our mid lane matchup is going to be Syndra versus Morgana. In the bot lane, we have Corki versus Leona, or not Leona, Corki versus Lucian. And the battle is Leona versus Janna.
I'm really excited to see Morgana versus Syndra. Like, I just think like Morgana's just such good at just like Syndra's so good at like crushing lane, and Morgana's just like so good at just being like farming lane and just being able to get out fine. That I think that takes away a lot of Syndra's like snowball potential. And if they're gonna want to like keep Syndra in that snowballing, they're gonna have to gank a lot mid, which might make the jungle predictable.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of jungle camping in the mid lane from both sides actually, just to try and shut each one down.
And it's really tough to gank a Morgana, just because that black shield is just so good. Like you see it all the time in support lane, but like in mid lane it just becomes so much more potent because it scales off AP. Wait, how well does it scale off AP?
Enough to be better than support.
It would have actually been really interesting to see what the bans were.
Yeah. We had it up there for a second, but we're busy figuring out the mics and everything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So we're going to see some of that early harass coming out from Syndra. Empty top lane, Maokai is going to hit that level 2 early and see if he'll use that to his advantage. Going to want to keep an eye out on this bot lane. These ADCs, Corki's going to scale really well into the mid lane. Lucian, of course, being dominant early and all around, so we're going to have to see how that plays out. Yeah. We want to go in at level 1. Not much coming out of that, though.
The jungle is just clearing out their buffs.
Yeah.
Pretty standard, but hopefully, I'm assuming Xin Zhao is going to gank a lot, try and snowball. That's just what Xin Zhao. And the bot lane matchup is like they do scale pretty well at the same time, but Corki does get a massive power spike at 6 and Trinity Force, where Lucian doesn't quite as much. Which Corki can definitely abuse the missiles and just control that lane.
A lot of harass going on here. Kind of going even both ways. Corleone Family is looking a bit low all around, whereas Corki took most of the damage over for VSP.
I think the Corleones really come out ahead in that bot trade.
Yeah.
They just have the wave. They have the wave for them. They have much more HP.
Yeah, double buff for start for each jungle, and we're gonna see an early gank from Xin Zhao, but it is spotted out, so he's gonna be set on this ward, wasting his time. He's coming in anyways. Maokai dropping his CC down. Xin Zhao's coming in for him. We'll be able to reach up for the strike, and not looking like it. So showing top, looks like we're gonna have the retaliation gank on bot lane from Kha'Zix. This time not warded, sweeps it anyways. Leona starts going in, and this could be the first blood going down onto Janna. Kha'Zix jumps in, these knocks on them right away. Looks like they're in a chase. Kha'Zix flashes on, and that's Janna going down for first blood for Corki. So that's definitely going to be a help as you scale into the mid game. As long as you can shut that Lucian down. And the re-engage by Leona. Lucian has to burn his flash there, unfortunately. That's gonna really hinder him the next bit.
I just love watching Leona players. Like so many times, like they just are able to be so aggressive and just like just crush the lane like that. And just like you saw, she's what made that gank really work. Just the stuns, locking down the stun. Again, she get the re-engage, just forces extra flash and just makes you win the lane that much more.
Definitely very interesting to watch. Lots of action from her. So, as opposed to Janna, who tends to be more of a passive support to try and help the ADC get through lane.
Looks like Morgana's really losing out on some CS. I guess the Syndra is able to bully her a lot more than originally anticipated.
Yeah, and the Dark Pool though isn't going to be able to wave clear as hard as it will be able to later on. That might be causing some of the issues. Later on she'll be able to pop the pool down and it'll clear the entire way for her. Whereas now she's going to do some extra handiwork with it. So it might just be that effect kicking in, or we'll see if Syndra can take it to the next level and start getting some kills down on her. Got early
So
vision.
I don't know if this is sort of a normal top laner start, but I saw that Maokai went Doran's Blade and health potions, and Rumble went with Boots and health potions.
Yeah, it's definitely extra sustain for the Rumble. I think it's a lot of free her ass off with the saplings, where Rumble's just trying to get to that.
Yeah, Rumble's just trying to.
Rumble's just trying to get that first magic pen item.
Yeah, first magic pen item rush. If he goes for the magic pen boots.
We're seeing a lot of dragon hovering recently. The Victoria's Secret kind of warding up, cleared out all the wards in there, put some wards in the front end jungle and a bit on their side as well. They're definitely hoping to turn that bot lane steamroll into hopefully a dragon. And again, Leota goes in, done. Lots of damage coming out from Corki. Takes a few tower shots, but I think overall, very, very good trade. Oh, we got Rumble going.
Rumble dropped the equalizer, but the tower shot's going to be too much to take him down. That is just a trade and kills. That was a close one. Maokai had the last twisted advance under tower just to keep the edge and get that extra tower shot on him and just finish the deal off there. CS overall, our bot lane is dead even. Corki slightly ahead from the target space on Leona. Mid lane though, the Syndra is still pulling ahead, almost a 20 lead there. So that could start to cause some troubles for Morgana if she isn't able to catch up.
And early in the mid lane we kind of missed it a little bit, but Morgana did pop her ultimate to try and force Syndra at least trade properly with Syndra.
So Xin Zhao taking blue for himself, so we'll see. Whereas on the VSP side, Waffle's given over the blue buff to Looney Tunes, so that's going to be able to let Syndra put a lot of her ass down. So I'm going to see if that lead that Syndra's building is going to keep on scaling harder.
Morgana's roaming up towards the top lane. See if they can get a pick onto Rumble here.
Orb flashes in, the Dark Binding misses. Where's it? Down in the bot lane we have Leona going in. Drops the exhaust, but Xin Zhao with the counter attack. Drop the exhaust onto Corki and back off, surprisingly. Still going in hard on top lane. Rumble looks like he's going to make it out with barely any health.
Yeah, Morgana missed the binding right under tower. If she would have hit that, that probably would have been a kill up there for Tempest.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he would have got the sapling off on it.
I'm surprised Corleone actually backed off down in bot lane. It was a 3v2, and they did have overall the HP advantage, so I'm kind of surprised to see them back off that early there.
Yeah,
and they did drop the exhaust onto Corki as well.
They could have definitely taken one, if not both.
Yeah, once one falls, it's usually easy. The other one's easily right behind him.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That roam up top really hurt Morgana just because of the fact that it left Syndra in mid lane there.
And we have the tower dive coming with Maokai. living through. Morgana's trying to finish him off, taking tower shots though. Does get the kill, but falling herself as well. So getting a bit hungry there, trying to catch up with the kill, make up for the loss of CS with kills, but not quite paying off. Maokai did have to burn a lot to try and stay alive there, and Morgana ended up not being able to burst her down. Just the playstyle of Morgana is not quite right for that kind of scenario. We see Corleone actually is pinging out the river ward, so we could see Xin Zhao coming down maybe, avoiding that though and coming for a lane gank.
That death was actually Syndra's first back, and our first back she bought into Themes. She is actually going to be like any chance of Morgana not being able to like slow down the snowball of Syndra has not happened at all. And Syndra's becoming this monster into the mid game and eventually late game.
Yeah, and especially being 32 CS up at this point.
Lots of burst going down onto Janna.
Having to blow flash just to get out of that.
Corki jumps in, but Lucian strikes right back, so overall not terrible trade. Ended up working out okay. Got a little kerfuffle going on near Dragon with the two mid laners as they look to try and seek a bit more vision near the Dragon pit. Cinder coming aggressive in by a tower, but the Black Shield will keep her safe from that initial stun.
That micro just between the spells and the dodge and the binding, not bad.
Rumble drops the ult down on Maokai, but Maokai just walks right out of it.
Yeah, Maokai is one tanky man, is taking the equalizer, no problem.
Yeah, Rumble dropped it sort of right in the middle of the lane in a straight line, so it made Maokai just have to walk to the side. Was easily able to get out of it.
Yeah, it's definitely good as a zoning tool. It's kind of harder to use it to try and snipe someone down, but
yeah, exactly. It didn't really do too much. That's a cooldown that's like almost 100-second cooldown. Don't know how many minutes. I guess it's like 1.5-ish.
Minute 40, yeah.
Yeah.
So you see Waffle clearing out some of those Dragon wards. Lots of very even warding style from the two teams. They're both putting them right down the middle lane. Not really any deep counter jungling wards or anything. It's just straight up put it in the river. Let's see if they come to our side kind of style. Maokai is getting low. Xin Zhao is here for the counter, so if Rumble goes for the tower dive, it could be catastrophic.
Yeah, I think he's telling a little too much. Rumble just backs straight off as soon as the wave's cleared. Definitely knows something's up.
But he goes in.
He goes in anyways. Maokai does have to flash out. 2 flashes burns. Xin Zhao's might be able to finish this one off. He gets another dash on. There he does. But he's going to have to turn. Rumble's turning it. That burn is really hurt.
Yeah, that was a huge damage return from Planeswalker right onto Vito there.
Yeah, Rumble was able to get the magic pen item, so now he's does tons of dot damage. It's pretty rough if you're a melee top lane against a Rumble.
See Waffle sitting in the bot lane, waiting to jump out. Not been spotted out yet, but we'll see what happens. Leona waiting to land the Zenith Blade. Minions do follow over there, so they know the second bush is warded, so Waffle's not going to be able to move up on that one. He is spending a while down here, though.
Yeah, but
Waffle has been a bit more effective in his clearing, as you can tell, as he has 50 CS as opposed to Xin Zhao's 43.
yeah, now he walked through the ward, so they knew that he was there. So they realized that if they were going to do anything, it's not a very good idea to do it now.
Yeah, they had a strong sign. They looked at the timer on the blue buff, and they're hopping right in there, and Cinder's just going to take that for her own. Oh, Waffle jacks it. They'll hand their own over to Looney then.
Everyone's around the bot side except for Rumble, with his TP down.
Looks like we might be seeing some sort of attempt for Dragon by one of the teams, or a brawl followed by the Dragon.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the Corleone family
binding
knows.
on Kha'Zix and nothing.
I don't know if they know that Rumble's...
There's the flash on by Xin Zhao, and okay, following up.
On the Waffle.
Cinder's ult off to the side, not enough to get Lucian.
Oh, Zin
ends up with a
and
double kill.
Maokai just being dropped by Corki.
There comes the equalizer onto
Oh,
2, burning. Corki bursts one down.
Oh, is this gonna be an ace? Oh, it gets away. Shield too strong.
Yeah,
That
overall.
binding onto Leona turned it into a 4 for 2 on the side of CS. And
Yeah.
they're gonna pick up Dragon off
I think
of
in that
that.
team fight. In that team fight, we saw like Syndra was just attacking Lucian. Was able to get on the side there and just be able to attack Lucian, attack Xin Zhao. It was just able to do so much damage. Like they should have really just focused in on her, took her down immediately because she is just so far ahead right now. And now she picked up a double kill. She's gonna keep going and keep going. She'll be able to pick off like any target, like almost any target except for maybe Maokai.
Yeah, I noticed with Zin and Maokai, they chased towards Waffle into the brush there, and just sort of left Syndra and Corki to just pretty much do all the damage they could to like the Morgana and to the Lucian and the Janna. And then by the time they realized that it was too late, they were too low themselves.
It's also a great ultimate by Leona.
Yeah, I didn't even see how many people that hit.
She managed to peel off Maokai and
Yeah.
I believe Zid is Zhao as well. Just in the little tri-bush there. And save Waffle. Or at least, yeah.
So we got
So
Corki.
Rambo on Corki, yeah, finishing his Triforce.
Exactly what I was gonna say, yeah. So let's see if we
Yeah.
can make some power moves from that one. Lockdown
The
from
CS
both.
lead. The CS lead for Victoria's Secret is just so much higher. It's just building and building on top of all their lanes. Syndra at 130 to 92. Corki's starting to slowly pull away, and I mean Rumble is only 4 ahead, but he can just poke down Maokai as much as he can.
Yeah, let's take a look at the gold differentials per lane. See here, Syndra's got about 900 gold lead. That's definitely enough. That's a blasting once right there.
Yeah, exactly.
ADC's Corki's got over 1k lead with those three kills.
Got like a 1.2 lead, yeah.
Oh!
Oh,
Ults through the Morgana Black Shield.
very well played.
Waffle's not in a very good spot right now,
Syndra off
however.
the side trying to save him. Oh, and will he get it? No,
Oh no. Lucian with the...
Yes!
Let the
culling.
culling finish him off. Yeah, Syndra's still alive, being able to kite.
But now he's... Lucian's gonna make it out.
Interesting about that Lucian build, he opted for a Phage before completing his IE. Gives him that little extra bit of kiting, which I guess he just finds necessary when it gets this targeted damage person like Syndra. Or the lockdown of Leona.
Lucian made it out, and they didn't even... Victoria's Secret didn't even have a ward.
Maokai may have got
Then
a
in the
bit too
top
cocky on that
lane.
one. Falls that easily.
The top lane, yeah.
Wonder if he was sitting there auto-attacking that, looking at shop or something there. That was definitely a mistake.
Maokai ult was on, and Rumble just chewed right through it. Like if this is a small Rumble, they got every lane for snowball and Victoria's Secret. Like I don't like so much control. The Corleone Family will really just have to hope to just stall out and try and like bleed as little as they can. They hope to like be able to at least take the momentum back from this game.
Waffle's going for a gang into Morgana, looks like, but he's have to back off.
Corki and Leona took the first tower of the game down in the bot lane. Followed by Syndra taking down mid lane turret. It looks like Victoria's Secret will take down all the lanes.
All
first
3 outer
turrets.
towers, yeah. All in one clean sweep. That's going to be a huge gold spike. Not going to mean much till they buy it though, so we go buy their items. And the stun does land onto Janna. The lockdown, not quite there yet. Has to burn the flash. Sal hops in. The ult from Syndra, tons of damage down. Will it be enough? No, Xin Zhao is actually going to get away from that one. The culling coming out. Kha'Zix tanks it.
Oh,
Oh, but the piercing light, they lined up for it from the culling. Solution's able to finish her off. Morgana flashes on, getting a bit thirsty, so Rumble's going to try and finish him off there. That
Rumble with the
burnout is
equalizer.
huge. Are we going to see a triple kill from Rumble?
Oh,
No!
Uh,
I had to fear the Lucian, I had to respect it. The BF Sword Phage now into Sheen is a fair amount of damage. Corki just barely missing that last rocket.
That piercing light onto Syndra was like the max range it could be, and just picked up the 2 kills. However, they kept chasing, and Rumble had the perfect area to drop the equalizer on top of them.
Yeah, no room to escape there. Really well done.
Drop it right onto 3.
What I love
Lucian's just at the tail end.
a little bit of greed. Oh,
Oh, Corki's
is
burst.
this a double?
That's going to be 2.
That's
And
a
the blue.
double, plus the blue buff.
Rambo with a nice play there, definitely showing his power right now. He's looking 6-0, so that's going to be a definite threat. They are fighting inside Makwai's minions right up here, so Rebels have to respect that. They still do a fair amount of damage when they're in that large amount of numbers, even if you are one of those tank top laners.
The great thing about Rumble is, as he like easily does trades in the minions like that, he's also pushing the wave, just because his flamethrower does, of course, dot damage. So, like when in the lane, that's another thing that just makes him so much stronger in lane. Is that not only is he damaging you as you try and CS, but he's also pushing the wave towards you. So your minions are going to try. Oh, we
Oh,
gotta jump
Tempest getting
right
caught here.
Yeah, and easily picked off by VSP, so there's a man down. Let's see what they're going to do with that. Are they going to look for the dragon, which is actually up now, or are they going to consider mid lane more valuable? And
Yeah, immediate collapse on the dragon.
yeah, they're rushing that one. That's going to be dragon for VSP. Meanwhile, Rebels try it, just keeping Zins out there, making sure he goes for that red. And that's going to be VSP's dragon.
VSP is now up about 6 or 7k up on
Oh wow.
the Corleone Family. The Zonia,
Yeah, Kha'Zix gets in there
However-
right after the ulti from
yeah,
Janna, so able to put the damage down. Morgana's still stuck in the hourglass when the rest of VSP showed up. Makai's going to try to tank
Yeah.
it for Lucian, but Leona's going to have none of that. Hops right on. Caught in an awkward spot right there, definitely. Rumble comes back. Cinder is taken down, though that's not going to be good for VSP. We might see them, all the 3 of them going down. Rumble managed to take Lucian with him, though.
that was
That
a
was actually
huge
great fight out of the
fight.
Clone Family.
Yeah,
Definitely coming out 4 for 1, is that?
yeah, it was
Like,
4
these-
for 1. They were able to pull them all into sort of an area where they couldn't get out, and while they just kept chasing, they just had Maokai standing in the center of them all. Just ignored them until it became too late, and they were all low enough, and then they each went back in. Like Xin went in, and I think
And
Lucian
Lucian was
went
just
in
able to get
until,
constant DPS
yeah,
on him.
exactly.
Like Leona locked him down. Like that Rumble, like these Rumble ults have just been great. They've always at least landed on like 3 or 2 people and done tons of damage. And then again, that was a good point on point Rumble ult. I feel the Zonia's stalled out a little bit, and then Lucian was able to escape most of the damage and just able to keep outputting just more and more damage. And that's how they're able to at least turn that and make it a little bit ahead of themselves. Not quite come back yet, but it's a start. Keep making plays like that. We definitely work our way back in the game.
Yeah, it's still set at about 7k down, but that's definitely something that you can come back on.
Leona getting dropped down to half.
Clearing out vision of the Baron area quite early, so if they get a pick, oh, but that might be a pick for the Corleone family. Kha'Zix barely making it away. We got the TP coming in for Rumble. Let's see where the equalizer is going to go on to. It's one or 2 to start with. Seen better days. Lucian's Culling coming out there. Goes
This
Leona.
Lucian's doing work, man.
4 of Corleone are very low, but they're just going to push mid instead. Corki might be able to burst down a few of these guys in one quick jump. Let's see if we see a Valkyrie or anything. There it is, but it's
There's
a bit late. Just going to be pressuring them off and make sure they get nothing else out of those picks.
The Morgana binding and Maokai just picking up like more kills for them. Like, they didn't give up anything for those 2 kills, did they? No. This is exactly how you come back from a game you're behind. Just picks like that. Keep your waves clear. Keep pushing. Keep your vision out, and just hope for picks.
Yeah, they cut the lead to 6K, so one step closer, and let's see if they can keep that up and tie it up. Oh, huge damage coming out from that combo. The DMG's unreal. The rest of the squad's coming in a bit too late to save Maokai, but we'll see if they have any revenge here. Morgana has to blows the flash. Lucian gonna get away from that one? Yep. Luna's gonna have to come peel back to keep Sinzal off of the ADC.
That was a 3v4 there, and well, not a lot was traded with wave kills, but you know, ultimates were exchanged, and I think yeah, the Victoria's Secret just has so much damage right now. Rumble like does tons of damage.
Yeah, especially the burst from the Syndra and Corki combo when they just land their stuff all in a row. It's just that can take out, as we saw, anyone. That's interesting, actually. I see Lucian actually went Bloodthirster instead of Infinity Edge. So I wonder where the rest of the build's gonna go after that.
Yeah, that's actually a vintage Lucian build before they reworked Bloodthirster. But people always build the Trinity Force Bloodthirster. Gives you tons of sustain, which helps for this kind of fight because you can win, pick people off, and if he takes damage, you can go back to the jungle or go back to farm and farm back up and keep pressure on the map. Where an IE does a little bit more damage, but you can have that constant sustain to keep going.
And I noticed with the mid laners builds as well, Syndra has three items completed. The Morganas, Zonias, and
that's about it. Got parts for the next, but just one completed item. It's kind of hurt.
I mean, the thing with Syndra now is Syndra can just
Equalizer
do so
hits
much
the
more
back
damage.
line. John has to pop a roll to try and save him, but that's gonna be wonderful for VSP. That is triple kill for Rumble. Are we gonna see the Quadra here onto Maokai? I would flash for that one, but nope, not gonna go for it. So are we gonna see some turrets press down? Baron looks like they're just gonna go push down mid lane and see if they can get an inhib out of that one. Death timer is still kind of low at this point. We're only 27 minutes into this, but they should at least be able to get the turret for sure.
That wombo combo between Leona and Rumble has just been, and the AoE damage from Corki and Syndra is just absolutely insane. Like they can just melt this entire team. They're so far ahead, and even if they were behind, they have so much AoE damage that they can make those 1 or 2 like good skill shots. They can just melt the entire Corleone family. But they overstay again.
That's not going to be the inhib, which is what they were looking for. Corki hitting 2 crits in a row. Not going to be enough. Maoka's got the heal. Syndra might want to go finish that off. Drops the ignite. And it is not enough.
Ignite doesn't finish him.
So Sinzal hops in, he's done some CC. Got 2 of them 1 shot away there. Lock 1 down. Lucian's chasing down Rumble. Ooh. Sorry, Lucian. We caught that.
Apparently you can't dash through that wall.
No, not when you start too far away. That's going to give Corleone a chance to clear some wards now. I haven't seen really any team go for direct even attempts for Baron, but we'll see. See if any of them change their mind.
Yeah, they're
You go ahead.
Sort of only been a couple wards onto Baron.
Yeah, we should. I think we should see what how the amount of team fight the Victoria's Secret has. They could almost even force. The interesting about that last fight too was Lucian got the black shield, so he was just unCCable. And a lot of the Victoria's Secret damage is AP. Like Corgi, maybe an AD champion, but he does tons of AP damage. And if Black Shield could shrug off some of that CC and a little bit of AP damage, it just makes whoever that gets on it like nearly unkillable.
Definitely looking at a bit of a null period here. People are just clearing out some waves. Gonna go back and hit the shop. See what kind of upgrades they can buy out here. The ward battle is constant.
I think the one problem for the Corleone family right now is the fact that no one's really bought any armor to stop anything from Corki. I mean, Maokai's got some magic resist to help deal with the damage coming from Syndra and Rumble. However, I mean, nobody's got anything to really stop anything from Corki.
Yeah. I think they're hoping that Corki's not. Oh, we got an engage going on here. The Maokai gets Black Shield, completely unsucceedable.
He had the opportunity then to jump in the backline to a squishy, but he kind of came back onto his team to try and stop Leona, and that's going to be the end of him. And then the equalizer on fire.
Rumble from the side.
That's going to be double. No, gives over to Corki. And with the triple kill still going to Rumble. 12-3 right now on the Rumble. That's definitely be an inhibitor. It could even be game. They do have minions coming up with Syndra. And that is an ace for 22 seconds. That's probably going to be game number 1 going down to Victoria's Secret. Rumble's ults have been incredible, putting down tons of sustained damage.
The GG's being
GG's being dropped in chat, that's right.
and dropped. So it looks
If you
like
look at
the
the start of
first
game
game.
2, the Corleone family tried to get that early gank off on Rumble, and it failed. And then I guess they just weren't confident too much in the Rumble Maokai matchup, and Rumble was able to just keep snowballing it. He dove. The first death was the dive under tower, right? And that's just one confident Rumble player.
Good game for Victoria's Secret. Both teams good game. Corleone did start the comeback. Unfortunately, they were unable to finish that one off. So that's game 1 to VSP, and we'll be back in about a couple minutes here while we set up for game number 2. Alright guys, welcome back. We're here for game 2 of the Corleone Family versus Victoria's Secret Prime. This time we got the Corleone Family starting blue. So we're going to see the Evelyn van right away targeting Waffle. They're not going to let him have that one.
We should note that Waffle has over like 200 wins on Evelyn with like a 60% win rate. He pretty much only plays that champion.
And that, yeah, we're talking this season only, so that's huge. Definitely going to have to work that one in the Rambo van. Definitely respecting the gameplay there from Planeswalker.
A Wukong fan. A lot of knock-up fans, like a lot of team fight top lane kind of knock-up stuff. I guess they're fearing the Wombo combo. Caitlyn ban.
Did the Corleone family, was there a person banning? That person in the game? Who were they playing last game? Did they change players?
The order might have been changed up.
Oh. Yeah, I just didn't remember the name. Not that that's too important. That's okay.
Pantheon. That's interesting. I really hope it's Pantheon top. Lane bully. He does have a little bit of mana issues, but like, if you can manage it and snowball it, again, very, very strong. It's not,
yeah, the problem is if he doesn't get ahead though, Maokai is pretty good at staying alive. If he doesn't get ahead though, then he's kind of falls off towards the late game, whereas Maokai can become this tanky monster. So it could be an advantage to VSP if they can stall it out and then not let Pantheon do what he does.
Yeah, probably Pantheon jungle then. And Thresh Maokai. Thresh pretty standard. Worried Maokai pretty standard top lane. I guess very good for pick comps. Corleone taking that Leona away. Potentially.
Bait, you know. And
Vision Leona, that's a tough lane.
that's gonna be tough to deal with for VSP, definitely. Probably the strongest team put together, in my opinion. Very strong this match. If they hit the level 2 earlier than VSP, then they're gonna be able to jump in right away and almost one-shot them. So you have to be very careful with that.
The core Thresh is considered somewhat of counter of Leona. If you have a bunch of Thresh games, there is ways to flay her back between her jump. But from my experience, that's a very tricky thing to do. These guys are probably a little better than me though, so we'll see how they do.
The silver struggle is real.
Like in the J4, Corki. Alright, yeah, Corki's like pretty much one of the like 80 carries that can keep up with Lucian and maybe get a little bit ahead with the poke. Saw that again last game, just getting him with that power spike of level 6. And then J4, very good team fighter, powerful ult, lots of mobility and knockups. Very good jungle.
I know we're on Corleone, we're seeing the solo queue god Rammus locked in. Looking forward to that one. The really good at catching people who get caught too far out on lane. Zooms right up to them, taunts them. That's could be the end of them. And a good team fight with Aery there.
I'm really excited with the. I'm really excited with the Rammus for the ball delivery system. Get Leon to ult, freeze the ball up. Rammus brings in the Orianna ball, shockwave, multiple taunt by Rammus after that. Pantheon flies in from split pushing.
Yeah, I'm actually really
I'm like, this should be
how that Rammus fight plays out.
And then Victoria's Secret, Aery just pretty much solidifies me that they're going for picks. You've got a very mobile ADC, lots of lockdown on every single team. Every single player has a form of these. And Aery's just, again, really good at that single target burst, just bringing that one person down. And then her ult is just so good, it's so hard to lock her down.
Yeah, definitely very both common picks for each team. Stronger. Gonna favor Corleone Family for this one. Wonder if they would make the comeback here and make it a 1-1 series. So I'd like to see that. Less mass action's always good. I think that team fight comp might just be able to play out better than the pit comp. So we'll see how they handle it though in game. Now we have the 3-minute spectator delay. So we're gonna have to take a quick little 3-minute break, and we'll catch you when we start loading. See you in a bit.
We're back.
That is right. We're here for game 2 of Corleone versus Victoria's Secret. Game 1 went over to Victoria's Secret there. But we'll see what game 2 brings to play. Got different teams. Definitely big change in team compositions. So
One of the main things we pointed out during the break was the teleport that Rammus has. Not commonly seen.
Well, commonly seen in feeders. Revive TP, TP in, home guard in, feed the lane. I don't think we're going to see much of that though. I do think we will see the home guard engage. TP's the ward, home guard's in. Super fast, super unstoppable. Rammus just gets in there and he's in your face.
I am a big fan of that play. It is quite funny to watch.
Gordon River, little vision. Don't think they're going to be invading with a Rammus though, but you know, always good to have a shot on them. The Victoria's Secret might try and do something.
Yeah, they got a lot of early power, so we'll see if they try and do a late buff steal or anything interesting, or if they'll just keep it calm and just play the regular game out.
They did win lane pretty hard overall last time. I think they feel they might be a bit better mechanically. So I think they'll be confident enough to take the lane matchups and just hope they can win those again and snowball them. Although this time their champions aren't quite as snowbally as before, in my opinion. But I still think they do have the confidence going from the first win.
It looks like it's gonna be a lane swap.
Oh, I didn't
Just
see
from the way
Fresh
it's going, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Corleone Fresh
definitely.
top, with Maokai in the bot lane.
Looks like they're trying to keep Corky away from the Lucian to keep him safe. Because that other bot lane is definitely dangerous. So that means that Pantheon might not be able to snowball ahead in the 1v2 lane. Unless we do have early ganks from J4, in which is in the 2v1, they would probably be able to pull through there. So that J4 gank top is gonna need to be successful at level 3, otherwise Pantheon might not scale too well if they don't get him going.
If it even comes to that, I mean, Lucian Leona could just... Pantheon might not be able to deal with it, and he might need to switch back, but chances are they'll just find a way to deal with it and try and take tower for tower.
Maokai's also a lot better at the solo lane. He's just a lot tankier, and his sap lanes are able to pick up a lot more CS than I guess Pantheon Spears have a little bit less range. And you can see they even start double juggling, just get him a little bit more experience as he enters lane.
Yeah, definitely the LCS strategy, taking notes on that one and trying to reenact it.
Another thing too is Pantheon has a lot of sustain with his build, his potion, so he should be able to spam Spears pretty well to pick up at least CS until maybe.
Pantheon gets hooked, and he might... No, he's gonna make it out. Barely, but he makes it out.
He might bait this one out for Rammus, because he's going to be coming in soon. I'm not sure if they'll have to do enough damage, though. It's like, no, they aren't. Pantheon's just going to try to tough it out with that Flask. And Rammus pings the mid lane gank coming in. Here he comes in from the top. Aery burns the flash. Taunt come on under tower.
Oh, gets taunted. And
Oh, the true damage not going to be enough.
Oriana.
Well played on the aggro there. Both of them escaping with under 100 health. Very well done.
Interesting thing is Woofawful was still clearing his red at the time of that gank. Like I noticed this last game too, his kills seemed to be a little bit slower. Like on Kha'Zix he was doing red while Xin Zhao was top lane. And again, he was doing red while Rammus, who's not even that prone to enough a clear, was able to get the gank off before he even finished his Woofawful finished his own red.
Yeah, and also to add on to that, Maokai also helped Jarvan with the first couple camps. So they should have kind of sped him up as well a bit, I think, but we'll see.
Yeah, as of now in the lane swap, the Victoria's Secret's definitely come out ahead. Maokai has way more has a few more farm, and of course is not getting punished nearly as hard the Pantheon is.
Yeah, Lucian and Leona is kind of taking the free farm instead. Whereas the bullying continues up here. Pantheon's low again, so another hook could be the end of him. So he's gonna have to go back.
So with VSP being this close to the top tower and Pantheon not having teleport, they're gonna do a lot of damage towards this tower if they continue the push.
Yeah, Pantheon also misses out on a lot of XP without that teleport, where again, Victoria's Secret just had that plan. That's why they brought teleport in. Oh, another gank off in the mid
Number
lane.
2 for Rammus. Not gonna get her this time though. Already putting a lot of damage back on him though. So overall, no worries for her.
Jarvan's sitting on top of a ward. Realizes it and sweeps that one away.
The thing is, when you do lane swaps like this, the junglers' really options are just power farm. They can go help the top lane if they really want to fast push, or you're just camping mid. You can't really go to the opposite lane and gank.
Speaking of
you
helping
go
the
to
top
opposite
lane,
yeah, you can't really go back and you can really help kind of relief pressure, but it's very tough to get a kill.
And the gank top, not resulting in anything too much, just getting Thresh low. So Pantheon might be able to burst down Thresh if he extends a bit too far, and he's going for it with the extra spear with the guaranteed crit, but the exhaust coming out and hook, that's going to be going down. Pantheon does pick it up with the guaranteed crit.
Oh, that taunt.
Corky
Not
with the
quite enough.
flash
To finish
to
it
get
off,
the
making
kill
sure
on
they,
the Pantheon.
yeah, making sure they at least get something out of it. So in the end, 1-for-1 support for top. Kill going on to Corky, which is good.
Not too sure about whether they chose to exhaust Thresh over Corky though. I guess he wanted to exhaust Thresh to just make sure Thresh would slow down just for the extra damage he's able to put on him, but I feel like exhausting Corky would have been a much better option.
Jarvan saying hi mid lane again, just strolling by, drop his flag and heading on out.
Maokai's definitely favoring better in the 2v1 matchup, seeing how he has 24 CS to Pantheon's 4. I mean, Pantheon got a kill, and we got a TP bottom.
The counter engage and the taunt on to Maokai. Is it going to be enough? The ulti from Maokai keeps him alive. Jarvan coming in, exhaust right away. Are we going to see the ult drop down onto Lucian? They didn't have vision, and that's going to be the end of that one. So Thresh came bot to see if they could kill anything out of that, but Corky heading straight back top against Pantheon.
Yeah, an 11 farm Pantheon versus a 50 farm Corky. It's gonna be very rough.
You could definitely tell Lucian was debating on going in for that last auto attack to try and take Maokai, but then decided
Maokai's
not
ultimate
to,
is just so strong.
just because of the fact that he might have been able to just heal a tiny bit or twisted advance him, and he would have given up a free kill for nothing.
Yeah, we're seeing the Corky poke just shove Pantheon in and keep him under tower, force him to lose more CS in the tower. This lane swap has really just like gone very well in Victoria's Secret. Again, they've come in both games with plans, either crush lane the first game, or the lane swap to avoid the potent Leona, and shut down the Pantheon. And look at these fresh roams. Very good, like panic.
And
Tower's going
They're just gonna
down
take
soon.
the tower.
Tower falls down just in time, and the Corky ult's going down, jumps in, Rammus lands the taunt. Not enough. Thresh is going to finish it off with that enhanced play smack. Drops the wall to try and keep that Rammus slowed down a little bit. But in the end, just backs off, and that is 1-for-0. So let's see. Corky only gets the assist on that one. I guess got a bit of a beefy Thresh out of it. Aery lands the charm, forces the flash. Oh, very well played. Dodge the shockwave. Only taking 1 or so tower shots, gets right on out of there.
Larion is just wrecked, destroyed. Both games he's just been. Oh, we got a man drop.
Oh,
Oh, man drop.
there it is.
Pick up the kill onto Aery.
Vito Corleone with the kill onto the mid lane. Give Ori a bit of time to help to have some free farm. We're going to see maybe a dragon sometime soon. Rammus is still next to dead, just healing up a base right now.
The interesting thing is that even though Victoria's Secret did come out a little bit ahead in this lane swap, I think those 2 kills the Pantheon has picked up, one sacrificing his own life for, and just now with the man drop, has brought him ahead of Maokai in gold. And they still have the Wombo combo of an Orianna, as well as the Leona stun, and generally just the Rammus like mobility and TP. Like, look at this, tons of damage.
Thresh off to the side, not even considering the Lantern, just out of mana, I guess. That's going to be Maokai going down.
Yeah, was that that TP home guard? Didn't quite pay off for him, but still impressive. Definitely shows why they're bringing the TP on Rammus.
That was just actually just the regular old speed off. He actually wasn't the TP that time.
Ah, well then. That's nice.
That's okay. He was going really fast. Just shows you how much how much power he has. He's one speedy guy. Here comes the hook. Lands onto Ori. All 3 of them jump right on the 3-man shockwave. It's going to be enough to barely get down Maokai, but unfortunately Ori falling as well. In the end, not bad considering. And we're going to see Aery going down out of skills. No, she's still there. She's going to sit off to the side, throw some charms, throw some skills in there. Just keep backed off.
The Cataclysm definitely saved Aery there from locking Lucian in place because he burned his flash previously in the red side jungle of VSP, so that meant that Aery was just able to just continue to walk away because Lucian really had no way to get away from Cataclysm.
The interesting is Corky's just been shoving down the tower. Like he already got bot tower, and now he's working now on mid now. So even if Victoria's Secret can't take these fights, they've always had these fights without Corky.
Looks like VSP is starting to whirl the dragon area. They're pinging it out, see if they can clear it up, and they're starting it right away. 4 men on it right away. Corleone's starting to clear in Pantheon's farthest out, but he does have the man drop, so we're probably gonna see it right on top of the dragon pit. Here comes storming in. Here we go. Here comes the fight.
Right on Aery. Tons of AoE damage.
And the fight for dragon, and Rammus wins the smite war. Now it's going to be a battle to clean up. The Leona ultimate just missing 3 of them. That's a double kill for Maokai. Could be soon to be triple. Lucian's going to end up doing Corky here. We're going to have to run because the rest of the Victoria's Secret family is on the way. Corky with the flash to follow up and gets him with the rocket.
Yeah, Victoria's Secret just like was able to peel back enough from the Corleone family that let's divide their attention. Maokai was off by his own, able to pick up a double kill. Leona ult didn't quite hit the stun, just slowed it was close, just slowed through people, but didn't quite hit the stun on them. And then they were just able to poke back with the Corky, spam the Aery spells, and just able to clean that back up. They did lose Dragon though, but I don't think that was quite worth the 2 kills.
I definitely think when they started the dragon, they weren't expecting. They were expecting to have like a sneaky dragon take right there, but then once they dropped a ward over and they just knew that they were going for dragon and went in. I mean, yeah, VSP lost dragon, but I mean, they got a lot more kills out of it, so
yeah,
still a favorable trade for VSP.
They had to have known that was going to happen. With Pantheon and Rammus, they can just come in from anywhere. So they have to be expecting the shockwave going on with 2 people followed by the dissonance. That's going to lock down Aery.
Oh, the lock just kind of stuns and CC and just damaged the Corleone fans just putting out. Just
the push back from Corky. And the auto's going to finish down Thresh, but the Corky phosphorus bomb, and then the follow-up ulti right into the face of Pantheon. That's a double kill right there.
Yeah, just too much greed. They went ham, didn't quite get the kills, and then CRC was able to just return damage. Corky's just putting out so much damage. He's 4-2 now, or 4-0-2, and has just been able to just sit back in the back line and just throw down more damage. Yeah, you can kill Aery. Yeah, you can kill Maokai, but at the end of the day, you gotta get the 80 carry, because he's just gonna DPS your team to death. And they didn't have, and again, the Corleone family went in without their 80 carry. Fine if they get the lockdown, but
Waffle's gonna give the blue buff over to Aery. Now VSP is up about a 2.5 gold lead. Only up 2 kills, up 1 tower. Not huge.
Oh, here comes the Pantheon dropping in. Bit late though. They might be able to finish off. Oh no. One thing about Rammus is if you focus him, it's gonna cost you because you think you can get him, but the amount of health and armor and MR he has is gonna stay alive for a lot longer than you originally think. Gonna force you to take a bit more than you wanted. As we just saw there with Thresh and Maokai going down, are you barely escaping with life? Just staying here to clear some wave and try and get a bit of HP back from the passive. One thing I noticed in common with these last 2 games, stop in the back there, a little BM here, is they've both kind of been bloodbaths, which I guess is nice to watch.
Yeah,
interesting.
They've been very back and forth,
and plenty in quantity.
I mean, the first game there was more kills for VSP in the first game, but this game it's been definitely back and forth. And I mean, just looking at the gold right now,
Oh my
Corky's
goodness.
up on Lucian by at least, it's almost like 1.2k in gold, just able to buy items. Like Corky's got the Triforce already finished.
We just saw Corky's mid-game power burst spike is here. Locked down Orianna right into her grave right away.
Yeah, they're just gonna be able to shut down this tower. The Corky poke is just so strong. But we have Leona? No. Little off.
Zenith Blade not hit. Kimberly VSP staying in. Not catching anyone off guard though, unfortunately. They might put some pressure on for tier 2. Looks like they're hanging around for now. The AoE poke from Orianna might be a bit much for them, but they don't have much wave flare unfortunately, besides Lucian's Cloning, which is now in a higher cooldown as of the latest patch. So this kind of leaves them having to get a bit more close and personal to clear that wave.
They do have Orianna Ball, but I think at this stage in the game it's not quite strong enough to clear a wave completely.
Yeah, I'll take out a couple, maybe the caster minions, but the melee ones, if you want to get all the hook onto Ori and instantly.
They go all in. Corky picking up the kill, Cataclysm dropped. Gonna walk away and take the tower.
Zoning them all out.
And they just take the tower right away. 20 seconds on the dragon, so they might see a quick rotation over there. No one actually is in the mid tower. They could probably press that a bit harder, put some damage down on it. Without any direct immediate follow-up. At least this way they know that they might be able to sneak a safe dragon. Relatively safe.
That was just an instant burst of Orianna. She didn't even have time to ult or do anything.
Yeah. Caught by the CC and that was the end of that one.
Just had enough time to stand there and...
See if we see the man drop. It is off cooldown. Rammus is starting to roll in. There's the man drop coming in right onto the drag pit. See if he goes to take out right away. And there he goes. Jarvan's falling down. Dragon goes over to Corleone Family. That shockwave.
Shockwave and landed on 2.
2, not bad. Oh, Lucian gets like the last second there. Gonna take lots of damage from Aery. Will it be the end of her? No, it will not. Lucian barely makes it away. But in the end, that's all 4 Vedas gone. Corky flashes over the wall looking to get the final clean up for the ace.
He's going Lucian hunting.
Oh, found the target.
Oh, there he is.
Well, they sacrificed their entire team for the dragon.
Ramo's just been doing
Once again
this whole game for the guys. Yeah. That's why he's been there. That's why he's their carry. Wanted both games. This time lane swap, still able to get ahead and bullet use. Oh, we got a income on Rammus.
Corky says, "Later, I'm out of here." Doesn't want to deal with that.
Rammus is still going after Thresh.
The bronze chase is real right now.
Leona's just gonna...
Zenith
The
Blade
blade's
misses
not in
again.
range. Thresh is gonna make it out.
Leona's been missing quite a few of those blades I've been noticing. So we'll see if any key ones come out. That's gonna really put him ahead. But otherwise, the ones that she's trying to go for just aren't really working. But here pops the ulti. Is Zenith Blade right in? Stun not landing though. So Aery's gonna be able to use her ult, get away safely. So ult.
Very hard for Leona to actually manage to land on it, because since everyone on Victoria's Secret has mobility, besides maybe Maokai, Thresh, but those aren't exactly targets Leona wants to not lock down with a single stun. Huge wave for Corky. You're really putting all the money on the guy.
Maokai's gonna take that top turret uncontested. Just able to sit up there and clear it.
Didn't even notice that one as he snuck around the backside. Very well played. Taking a look at the overall gold for the champions. Corky has a 3 grand lead over Lucian. That is a full top tier item. So that's gonna be a huge difference maker, as we can see Lucian's kind of struggling here. Clock's going down. Aery jumps in the back line, looking to take out Lucian. He does Cataclysms, keeping Leona and Leona only in there. Not really zoning off much of the rest of the team. Able to kite off the Ramus. Shockwave going down there, and that's going to be triple kill for Aery.
Yeah.
Pantheon left up, did have his ult, didn't use it to drop in or anything. Saw his teammates falling and said, no, no thanks. Looks like we might have the inhibitor down for Victoria's Secret. In their favor, that is.
Yeah, for all the engage the Clone Family has, they have like no way of preventing like peeling back for their carries. Leona's all in, Ramus is all in, and the thing about Ramus too is Thresh is just able to flame back every single time. Or Maokai can just single star block him, or Aery can just charm him. Like Ramus has no way of getting in there. It's going to have Leona landing off stun. Gonna fight.
Yeah, they got the counter fight. They're trying to Corleone Family trying to get something out of it.
The last ditch push.
But it is not working. The kite back is too strong. They're unable to get past the original front Maokai line just to be able to tank a ton, and they do it. There's 4 down, triple kill onto Corki, making 12-0 right now. And the final hook onto Lucian. That's going to be the end of them. Thresh will sacrifice himself for that. That is the ace. That looks like it might be game. No, they're taking a look at the timers. They're not confident enough to be able to end it. I think they'll put some damage on the stop turret instead.
I think we can all say that Thresh death was completely worth it.
Yeah, back-to-back aces for VSP.
Shockwave coming out, not really doing a whole ton, I guess. Keeps them there though. That's the shutdowns. That's 2 down. What are they going to do to counteract what's happening? I guess they got to babysit their base, unfortunately. Lucian's sitting there making sure the super minions don't do too much damage.
Yeah, we're seeing just like the engage the Victoria's Secret has between the Maokai and Jarvan. It's just able to like if you look at the deaths, they're getting those targets that aren't able to move, like Pantheon and Aery, who have no like physical ways of escaping a J4 ult. They have just racking up tons of deaths because there's just no way when they're flashed down, they just can't escape it. Yeah.
When they're stuck in the J4 ult, Corki's just constantly on the back line, just shooting rockets in and queuing, dropping everything into the equalizer that's there, and he's picking up the kills for it, like we just saw. He got the triple kill. After the last game's performance, I was not expecting them to let him get Corki again, but
well, we got 2 open inhibitors, 1 are down, of course. So it's gonna be a struggle here for Corleone. I was kind of hoping their Oriana comp would be able to pull something out big, but it looks like they're Jarvan able to get to the back lines, and Maokai as well. It's kind of not what Corleone wants. Dragging up in 4 seconds here, while we have Victoria's Secret going for the legendary Baron bait. Instead, they notice that their bot lane, Maokai sees them all there, they're just going to take it for themselves.
I was gonna say, there's no need to bait it. They could probably just fight them under Baron, but if you want to do the cheeky Baron bait, then
yeah, wanted to pick off a couple extra kills, pad the stats, make sure they get that, make the records for the top kill death, why not?
Okay, at this point is just so tanky, you can probably just fight the whole team. Or at least tank it all while the rest of the team just goes in and takes the inhibitor or the Nexus.
yeah, it was actually very surprising with VSP's vision around the Baron. They've got the 3 pink wards and they did have 4 normal wards. So I mean, Corleone Family didn't even, I mean, if they went, they probably would have lost the fight.
Oh, and then Oriana getting hooked again. It's been catastrophic. Lucian landing a nice flash play. Perfect. That's going to be inhibitor number 2, and possibly the game. Super Minions are mid and hip up in 15 seconds.
Laren in both games has just been super aggressive in creating like chances. He got caught a little bit in the first game, but I think overall like his Leona and Thresh have just been super aggressive. Tons of hits, tons of stuns, and again he's played back Ramus nearly every single time. Like he's just been very consistent in this game, and he's just let his carries come out and just do the damage.
And with both Nexus Surge Sound Cataclysm going down into Pantheon, he's going to fall using Corki hammered on from the back lines. And that's going to be 2 in
That's
a
gonna
row.
be the game.
Victoria's Secret 2-0 in this
VSP
series.
with the sweep.
Yeah, very well played. Definitely thought that Corleone Family would have a shot there, but didn't quite play throughout. Jump into the back lines too strong for Victoria's Secret. They're able to make the key plays happen. Any other closing comments from either of you?
Yeah, that Corki.
That Corki.
Definitely that 15, 0, and 9 Corki.
That's huge.
I don't feel like the Corleone family had any way to deal with it.
Yeah,
Like in either game.
that one, that's what we call perfect game right there. 0 deaths. Definitely. Well, we're off for now. We have a different series we might be streaming right after this, so if you feel interested, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching this series. It's been a pleasure. I am Aerzy, and I was with Yakcob.
Howdy.
That guy. And our buddy Dontknow.
Hey.
Yeah, that guy. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you another time. I'll be uploading these to YouTube as well, so you can watch them forever and ever, and also be under my past broadcasts for 14 days. Regardless, thank you very much, guys, and we'll talk to you guys later. Cheers.
Are we doing the BK first game?